Hello. 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 Well, and she waits. And she waits. Halloween, Gothic, and Masquerade. Junk Journal. Amber, hi. I'm sitting here talking to myself, um, and and there you are. So kind of you to be here. I so appreciate it. So how you been? I understand you had some, not you, but somebody fall and you're working. Hi, Leah. You've had just a crazy last couple of weeks, I do believe, because we were concerned about you on, let's see, was it Wednesday night at Rosemary's? We were wondering what was up. We figured something was up. Hi, Messy Palette. Morning. Okay. I'm assuming you're in Australia and it's already tomorrow morning. Is that am I correct in my deducting? No, not deducting, deducing, figuring it out, I think. Yeah, right? It's not Australia. Ah, correct. I got it right. I'm thinking AU. No, that's not AI. That's artificial intelligence. And AU, it's not Arizona. So it's got to be Australia by process of elimination, not Austria. It's got to be Australia. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good day. Good day. Yeah. Well, I thought we'd hang out for a couple of minutes before. I don't know why I find myself every friggin' Sunday. I am running around like a crazy woman, and I've had a whole friggin' week to get ready for this stream. Oh, okay, okay. Your dog, okay. It's been at the vet and you're right night shift because someone's on vacation. Oh boy, that's rough. Rough. Yeah, I guess it's better. If you're on the, I have the real kind of intelligence most of the time. Okay, all righty. Oh, that's right. And you are going on vacation now. Say yay, 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 yay. That's good. I'm glad you have a little vacay. Hi, Sherry. That's awesome. Amber's on vacation. So, how long of a vacation do you get? Do you mind me asking? I hope it's more than like a long weekend. That was the one good thing about teaching was the 10 weeks off. That really was. But I think, and by the time it rolled around for the kids to go back to school, the parents were about ready to kill their own kids and eat their young. So it's a good thing that we went back to school when we did. Hi, Gail. Hi, Melody. So good to see everybody rolling in. Rolling. Well, it's the weather report from Melbourne, Florida, not Melbourne, Australia. It is a balmy 82. We get a week at a time. Wow, you've accumulated 3 weeks. Good for you. Good for you. It's not easy. I was very rarely ever sick at school, and we got so many sick days a year. And hi, Mary Lou, and we were able to accrue them. But once we got up to 240 hours, they took them away from us. They wouldn't let us have more than 240 hours on the books, and that's 6 weeks. So I don't think that was fair because if you went, you had to go years and years to, have that many hours of sick leave. Because if you got seriously sick, you could easily be out for 6 weeks and you earned them. And then after that, they would just They didn't give them to you. It's going to be 36 degrees in West Virginia. Yeah. Now 36. Now that would not be considered a hard freeze, right? You had that too. The hospital I worked at, yeah. 240. And then they never they didn't want to give any compensation to the teachers that were retiring and that had accrued all those hours. Like in New York, the teachers got that money. They got whatever that was worth. They were paid that for the days that they didn't use. But where I worked, private school, they were really stingy. And the year I left, they finally agreed to give teachers 50% of what they had accrued. Some they had some wacky formula. And I got sick just before the end of the school year. I mean, really sick. And I wiped out pretty much all my sick leave. And so I didn't get anything. Or if I was going to get something, it wasn't worth fighting for. Oh, yes, we didn't get the sick out pay hours. Yeah, and then, we would argue about it. We figured that, what's the incentive to not use them? Now, as a teacher, personally, it was just not worth. It was such a pain in the ass to call a sub in and all the work you had to do. To prepare for a sub. It was better off dragging your sorry ass into school and just sitting there. But my son, he's a teacher too, and man, he uses them, every last single one of them, and it makes me very nervous that if he ever really got seriously ill, he would be up the creek. But he just uses all he's got, and you didn't get paid for them either. Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was pre-COVID, obviously. It was in 2019 when I retired. Anyway, and I missed graduation. I couldn't go to. I didn't. So I missed my last graduation. Yep. I had my cap, and not my cap, but I had my gown. The school rented the gowns for all of the teachers. We had all the gowns to wear. It was quite the impressive ceremony. We had a guy that went down the aisle at the auditorium, played the bagpipes, and all the faculty processed in with all their gowns, masters and doctorate gowns, and bachelor gowns. They're all different. And the cowl that goes around your neck, the colors signify what your degree is in. So it was very colorful. And the hood on your gown, the lining of the hood, represented your school colors. And we had a lot of faculty that were Florida, University of Florida grads, and their colors are orange and blue. My degree was from St. Bonaventure, which is a Catholic university in New York, and taught by the Franciscan monks. So my school colors were white and brown. So mine was not very colorful. It was pretty dull, but it was a pretty colorful sight. It was a pretty cool thing. And the auditorium was packed, tickets, only for the immediate family, because there were about 500 kids at the school. Now, obviously, they're not all seniors, but there was that auditorium only held about 500 people. So it was hot. I mean, hot. And you had this gown on. I wore shorts under mine. I had nice shoes on, but underneath, t-shirt and shorts. And I booked it out of there as soon as it was all over. Anyway, how about a little reading from my good friend Robert Fulghum? I don't know whether he's still alive. I forgot to check. He would be up in his 80s if he were. So, and the name of this one is Stargazing. And I've been stargazing, moon gazing. The moon is pretty beautiful right now. It's on its way to being full again. And it was pretty bright last night. It was bigger than a crescent moon. So is chat moving? It's kind of, I'm just curious, is everything okay out there in internet lands? Because hasn't moved on either YouTube or Ustream. Are we all good? Can someone just say yes or no, or I'm not frozen. I'm moving. Moving. We good? Oh, okay. All righty. Okay, Gail. I'm sorry. Yep. Oh, I'm so happy you're listening. Okay. It's too bad we can't see that you're listening. That would be interesting. Okay, stargazing. I didn't write down that we read it. I'm not sure, but I'm going to read it even if I read it. We'll get to hear it again. Okay. When we have become catalog junkies. I have to stop here because I am a catalog junkie. I am. I just have to say I am. My sweet wife and I. Once you are on one list, you get them all. Especially in autumn, they choke the mailbox, and we dutifully leap through them by the fire after supper, amazed at all the neat stuff we don't have and never knew existed. It feels like the days of my childhood when the latest Sears Roebuck catalog showed up to fuel the flames of desire for more stuff. My wife asked me, "What do I have? What do I not have that I really want?" I didn't tell her everything that came to mind, but once I set aside the more ludicrous notions involving lust, gluttony, and wanton greed, the discussion turned into a more meaningful direction. I'd like to be able to see the world through somebody else's mind and eyes for just one day, to be inside and know what I know and see what they see and think. There's there's morning in the there's a morning in the summer of 1984 I'd like to live over, just as it was. I'd like to speak a foreign language well enough to get the jokes. I'd like to talk with Socrates and watch Michelangelo sculpt David. I'd like to be able to tap dance really well. I'd like to see the world as it was a million years ago and a million years hence, and so on and so forth. You get the drift of the conversation. We talked well into the night, and none of what we wanted could be had from a catalog. There were desires made out of nostalgia and imagination, packed in the boxes that dreams come out of. Most of all, I'd like to have a living grandfather. Both of mine are mysteries to me. My father's father was shot to death in a saloon in Texas in 1919. In the same year, my mother's father walked out of the house one morning on his way to work and never came back. I didn't know why. I still don't know why, and those who know don't say. In the fairy tale factory in my mind, I imagined that if I had a grandfather, he'd be old and wise and truly grand. A bit of the philosopher, a bit of the magician, and something of a shaman. If I had a grandfather, he would have called me up and asked me if I had heard the news about the phonograph of the latest solar system, the photograph of the latest solar system, existing around a star twice as big and 10 times as bright as our own sun, a star named Beta Pictoris. And around that star is a vast swarm of solid particles in a disk 40 billion miles in diameter. And some of those particles are probably planets, all of it about 50 light years from Earth, way, way out there. My grandfather would say I should come get him, and we go out and look at the stars and stay up all night and talk. And I would go. We'd see Venus and Jupiter almost in conjunction with the bright star of Lambda Sagittaria, the great winged horse of Pegasus riding high in the southwest sky, the misty patch of the Andromeda galaxy almost overhead, and the Milky Way swung around since summer to run east and west. A shooting star would set my grandfather to talking about seeing Halley's Comet in 1910. and how that night of May 1819 he witnessed what was probably the largest simultaneously shared event in human history, and how the world was divided between those who celebrated and those who watched in fear and trembling. My grandfather would make me a promise to watch the return of Halley's Comet the next time around on his behalf, and I would promise. Along toward dawn, we would talk of Orion, the great hunter, dominating the sky overhead, with the stars Beltegessi and Beltatrix, the nebula in the belt, the regal and the Saph in the feet, pointing towards Sirius, the brightest star in the heavens. And we talk about how human beings have been looking at the very same stars and thinking the same things for so long, and how there must be life up there, same as here, or whatever it's like, it's looking at us. Do we shine? Are we part of some pattern in somebody else's night sky, a projection of their imaginations and wonderings? My grandfather would say he was sure it was so. My grandfather would say we're part of something incredibly wonderful, more marvelous than we imagine or can imagine. My grandfather would say we ought to go out and look at it once in a while so we don't lose our place in it. And then my grandfather would go to bed. You'd like my grandfather, and he'd like you, I think. Happy Grandfather's Day to him, wherever he is. If you see him, let him take you out to see the stars. And tell him, I said I'd really like it if he came home for Christmas. Stargazing, yeah, man. Being upstate New York as a kid, maybe as a teenager, and it was one of those cool, crisp nights, and you could see the Milky Way, and it was just, I still remember it. I was probably about 16 years old. You don't see the Milky Way, at least not down here in Florida. It's just not, we're not in the right location, and there's so much ambient light that, I don't know whether you can actually see the Milky Way unless you're really in a kind of remote area where you don't have city light or polluting light, so to speak. And the galaxies, the constellations. The only one that I can point out for sure is Orion, because I can see those three stars that make up his belt. Sometime, I could probably find the Big Dipper and the North Star. But it is amazing. How many of you remember Carl Sagan? He always said billions and billions and billions of stars. I truly believe that there's other life out there. We cannot be the only ones. There's just, it's typical of human beings to be that egotistical, to think that we are the only ones. But it can't. Statistically, it's impossible that we would be the only ones. Yeah, you agree, Gail? Yeah, it's just, yeah. That stuff. The astrophysicist, Neil, he's got two last names. I can't remember, I know you've seen him. He is, he's very knowledgeable. And either we don't get stars sometimes more than others. I usually see Orion's belt and the dippers. Yeah. That's the same for me. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Degrassi, yes. Yep, you're right. Yeah, Dr. Neil deGrasse, yep. He is unbelievable. I could listen to him forever. He's mesmerizing. And when he talks about, the galaxies and stars and all that, he becomes so excited. His excitement in his face and in his voice is it's just contagious. Absolutely contagious to listen to him. Okay. Well, I'm going to not do any stargazing. What am I going to say? I'm going to say that was a good one, because I say that every week, and I'm going to put red. I don't know what I'm going to do when we finish this book. We're going to be up. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. Start all over again. Go back and get the other one and start all over again. We'll find out. I don't know. Okay. Everyone a lot of folks, I shouldn't say everyone, but a lot of folks are doing a Halloweeny type of thing and making also, journals and houses, haunted houses. And I did the haunted house thing, it seems ages ago. And Halloween is finally here. And we've been working at it, it seems like, for months. And Halloween is actually here next week. Thank you. Thank you, Mary Lou. I appreciate it. It was a good one. Yep. Thank you. But the capital was. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I've been looking, around, and I found a Graphics Fairies. Hi, Nettie. They have tutorials, and I found one where this very proper British lady, who I was not familiar with, made a book journal type of thing, and she combined Graphic Fairy Halloween digis and a themed bundle called Masquerade and some Gothic stuff. So I got a little Gothic thrown in here, a little Halloweeny, a little Poe, a little Masquerade. And I'm going to attempt to put it into a hardcover junk journal like structure. And I said in my little thing that the struggle is real, and believe me, it will be real. I haven't done this in a while. And I've got the papers kind of together. Come on, focus. Focus. And I have a little contraption to poke holes. And we'll see. I got a piece of Tyvek, the post office envelope stuff that you cannot destroy. And this is a Dollar Tree book. And I bought it a while ago, and I had started something else with the innards, and I just cut the book, the book plate out, and it was black, so I didn't have to paint it. And I've already done the cover. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. I like the cover. Ta-da! So I did the cover yesterday. And hi, Chris. The cover is not her cover. The cover is from another crafter, and I just drew a blank. Who? Oh man, can't remember now. Anyway, and the hat is. Oh, it's another. I can't speak. It's another Graphics Fairy crafter, and this was she made like a Halloween card. So these are all downloaded from Graphic Fairies, plural, and then I added some clear embossing to kind of give it a little bit of a shimmer here, and behind the hat is a little piece, some cardboard to elevate it a little bit. So, oh, okay, messy palette, yeah. So this is going to be the hardcover. Now hers was a trifold, so she's got another spine here and another hardcover. So it does one of these, a flip and then a flap. And I don't think I'm going to do the flip and the flap. I'm going to work on trying to sew in the signatures. Her signatures were only 3 pieces of paper. And so I'm going to try that. That seems a little skimpy, but we're going to try that. And I've got stuff, and I've been printing out stuff incorrectly on my computer off these websites, literally for years. They happen to have like an educational tutorial on Graphic Fairies where they tell you what is the proper way to get the best result when you were downloading and printing their digis. And what an eye opener. It was what? I was gobsmacked, as the Irish would say. And so I've been doing that for this. And there is a difference in the quality of the what you're getting, what you're printing out. And I was doing it, I was literally doing it all wrong. So with that said, I'm now doing it correctly. All right. So let's see. I'll stick the Skelly over here. And I bought this contraption. It's a thing that helps you put the holes in. If you're doing a book, there's instructions where if it will show you how to do, all the fancy stuff like the Coptic and all of that fancy stuff. And we're not doing anything fancy. We'll be lucky if we can just get some stitches in. Oh, that's the thing I learned. Because I always saved the images. I just copy them. I would copy them and then I would paste them in Google Drawing. And then from there, I would print them out. Well, apparently you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to do save as, and then they're saved in another place on your computer. And then if you want to change the size, you just say, well, print out 4 of them, or print out 6 of them. Or, you ready? Print out 16 of them. So I've got 16 eyes. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with 16 eyes. Here's looking at you. Or, whatever. So I've got 16 eyes. I've got 16 spiders. And the spiders are, hi, Barbara Clark. And the spiders are on sticky paper. So I can just peel those off. I've got 9 skeletons on sticky paper. So that'll be, and then I ran out of sticky paper. And I've got a whole bunch of these, but I don't know what I'm going to do with them all. I got a lot of them. And these aren't sticky paper. But anyway, that's what I learned. So I'm going to stick this in here. And I guess you just put each signature in. And since there's only 3 pages in each signature, and then we'll go from there, and then we'll sew it on the piece of Tyvek, and then I have a piece of material, and then I will glue all of that into the book, so the stitches won't be on the spine. They'll be, I guess that's what they call hidden stitches. You won't be able to see them. This little thing has a little V thing, right? Little V thing. And now I was enabled by Trish. I haven't seen Trish in a while. And so you stick this here, and you got these little things. Believe it or not, I've been stuck in a church congregational meeting till just now. Thank God it's all over. Well, that's for somebody to thank, yeah. Yeah, I haven't been part of a. All right. And it comes with a pokey tool. I got tons of pokey tools. And I'm not gonna, let's see, I have to get this a little bit closer to me because I can't see what I'm doing. And maybe I'll zoom coming down so you can see what I'm doing. How's that? And this is paper that I made. And let's put a hole here. And it's got a little black circle around it, so I'll remember I don't want to do that many stitches. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Jesus, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I poke that? Now let's do here. So that's going to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the last one. Okay. And how many did I start? Where did I start? Let's see. I started 1, 2, 3. Okay, started at 4. Going to hire a part-time song leader. Wow, a woman who before COVID ran a community song circle. Oh, cool. That's big and very wonderful for me. I've never heard of a song circle. That's kind of like a knitting circle, right? I'm assuming, is it a Congregationalist church denomination or Unitarian? I mean, you don't have to say. That's kind of. I'm just going to stick this over here. Stick that here. Bring the next one in. So my guess is, Barbara, you sing? You're a singer? That wouldn't surprise me in the least that you were a singer. That's cool. I would think that would be, an interesting job. Yeah, me too. Exactly, Amber. Well said. I'm happy for you, Barb. Sounds like a wonderful thing. And for the rest of the congregation. 1, 2. I sang in the choir. Not well. I guess they couldn't. But yeah, I guess they could. They didn't kick me out. I got to wear the really. Hi, Trish. Is Trish here? Because Trish is the one that enabled me to buy this. I don't see her. Maybe she'll pop up. Okay, stick this in here. Let's see, yes. Singing started up. Lots of songs are available at the website. Songs for the Great Turning. Also a site called The Bird Sings. Oh, interesting. Wow. Very cool. Very cool indeed. I think I like being in the choir because I got to wear the cool choir robes, Yeah, I hope I did that right. Nothing like a good choir, that's for sure. This is not too bad. This is the easy part when we're going to put it in the Tyvek. I always want to know if I say Tyvek. Your voice is not good enough for a real choir. Well, what's a real? Well, I know what a real choir is. like the tabernacle. That's what you're referring to? The real choir is the tabernacle, the Mormon tabernacle choir. Yeah, I've been to that. I've been to there. There she is, Creative Trish. Long time no see. I'm using your thingy that you told me about. I don't think I've used it. I think this is the first time using it. I'm assuming you probably used yours a lot more than I've used mine. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. 1, 2, 6. I hope this is right. This is going to be. Oh, singing in the shower is the best. Absolutely the best. Oh man, I didn't do that one right. Oh dear, dear, dear. Well, we will make it right. Oh Lordy, oh gosh. I need to count. I cannot do this without counting. But it's only 3 pieces, so I will make new holes, I guess. Oh, okay. That's a good idea. Okay. I gotta count. Let's see. And you know what I'm doing? Oh boy. Fortunately, again, it's only 3 pieces of paper, so it won't be hard to force and make a new hole. Yeah. So I might be making totally new holes when I put this together. And I haven't been putting this consistently at the top. I don't think that really matters, though. Well, I'm sure it matters, but we'll find out, won't we? Oh, see, that's the one thing I could never sing the other parts. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess harmony. That's it. I could never harmonize. I enjoy listening to a good barbershop quartet. However, after you've heard 3 or 4 songs, I've had my fill, if you know what I mean. It gets a little boring. I mean, but those harmonies are, and they sing with that's acapella. Is it acapella? That means no music. All right. Okay. I gotta cut some of this music off. I figured I could do that, but I'll do it right now. Acapella. Let's see. Oh, you can't sing the. Okay, yeah. Okay. You can't. Oh, okay. Then I don't feel so bad. You're just singing for the sake of singing, right? Just the singing and singing. Other voices sing those parts. I sing alto. I'm alto too. Very alto. I can sing, whoa, how low can you go? Do, 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 do. Amber's an alto also. Wow. Interesting. Isn't that interesting? So we have enough knowledge to know what voice what we are. I'm an alto for sure. Let's see. I think that's where I started. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Three. I was in the, I was in the chorus in school. And it was amazing. You'd have a bunch of sixth graders, fifth and sixth graders, and somehow the chorus teacher was able to pull all those little voices together. And on Christmas, when you would have like the Christmas concert, I mean, they actually sounded good, you know? And you would think that there's no way this is going to sound good. I mean, I know that because I went subsequently, I went to my children's concerts, you know, when they were like in elementary school. And oh, here we have 4 altos in one little chat. What fun. Let's start a song. Yes, we could. We could. I think that's awful. Someone told you when I was 12, a classmate told me I should quit singing. You should have told her she should just quit talking. But you probably didn't say anything. Okay, we did practice concert for students, and we did Christmas and other concerts. Yeah, we always had a Christmas concert, a spring concert. Yeah, that's typical, standard fare. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that in some areas, unfortunately, and especially in public schools where the budget's tight, when they start eliminating, courses and stuff like that, the first thing to go are unfortunately music and art, which is so sad. But that's the reality of the school budgets. I mean, I taught in a very small. See, I don't know. This is the tie-back, but should I put the holes in here too? I don't know how far apart they should be. That's my problem. They have to go right in here. So I guess I could fold that in half. Hey, what the heck? I'll try. Yeah, they are. They are, I agree. They are. They are so important. Yes, obviously math, reading, writing, and arithmetic are very important too. But for a child's, self-esteem and the child having opportunity, especially art, to have like a, play, it's just so important. And it's so heartbreaking when you hear that those programs, they're always the first to go. Always. They're first to be. That was one of the selling points. At the private school I taught at here in Florida, one of the selling points was that they had a very robust art program and very robust musical program. I mean, they had a chorus, they had an orchestra, they had a band, they had a marching band, they had pottery, they had a kiln with, and if the kids wanted to throw mud, they had that for the art. They had super advanced art for really talented kids and art for 7th graders. Can you imagine? And yeah, that was one of their biggest selling points. And of course now, we don't do politics, but thanks to Ron DeSantis, there's a waiting list to get into Holy Trinity because they're not banning books in private schools. You can still read Be Still My Heart. You can still read Charlotte's Web or Fahrenheit. I think it's ironic that they're banning Fahrenheit 461. And that's the Fahrenheit 461 is the temperature at which books will burn. Well, let's see, I folded it in half. Kinda. It's kinda in half. I know. It is insane. And when you see the people that are doing the banning, that's even scarier yet. All right, so I'm just gonna, well, we'll see what happens. What's the worst case scenario, folks? There's none. I've got lots of Tyvek. Yeah. Must have been a wealthy parish. What, my school? No, I don't know. Let's see. Is that right? I'm afraid here. We'll see. I got to pick this up to see where the. Oh, there it is. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It shifted. This is going to be disastrous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, all right. So that's right down the middle. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means I need to have 3 on either side of that. And so I'm not going to punch these. I should have done it differently, but we'll see. But genius, and as a 5-year-old child, about genius, and as a 5-year-old child, go from 98% of the group to 2% as in adults, and they attributed to the loss of. I believe that. Well, this is what I'm going to do. And 1, 2, 3. Turn these over like so. This is the middle one, and we'll try that. Yeah. I bought this. This is a bookmaking kit from Amazon, and it didn't come in this, but man, it came with all sorts of goodies, and it was not that expensive. It came with 4 different types of waxed thread and needles, curved and straight, and scissors and rulers and all sorts of them. Yeah, I know. Exactly. It's, and yeah, it just, now let's face it, it's okay for us to redo books, but we're redoing books and creating something, you know? We are creators. We may just be destroying a book that's going to be in the dump anyway, and we're turning something, making an old book into something that's beautiful. We're not banning books. Yeah. But you should see the list every once in a while. They'll flash the list of banned books, and it's just like a real head scratcher. Yeah. I was a poor reader. I had to do remedial reading. I'm dyslexic. But here's the funny thing. I love reading. Even with being dyslexic, I love reading. So I really enjoy reading. My mother was my mother was a reader. She always was reading. I came home from school. the hell? And that's what she was doing. She was always reading. My mother had a high school education. And my ex-husband, why is that? Gave her a vocab test. Bye, Trish. Gave my mom a vocab test just to see, what her vocabulary was. Kind of, if you took it, you could figure out basically what your vocabulary was. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a rocket going off. You could hear the rumble. And she had an amazing vocabulary for somebody with like a high school education. I think her vocabulary was came in at about 300,000 words. Of course, the middle one is the one I screwed up. Oh well. Here we go, ladies. Yeah. Exactly. I had students that read all the time. And unfortunately, they wanted to read while I was lecturing. And then it broke my heart that I would literally have to tell them they had to stop reading. It seemed counterintuitive, right? You can't read that book because I'm talking. All right. You probably can't see. I can't see what I'm doing. Well, we're going to get this together one way or another, come hell or high water. It could be very high water. Okay, let's see. Okay. I mean, when I was growing up, we had the Dick and Jane books. See Dick, see Jane, see Spot. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's not guessing. See Spot, bite Dick. I don't know. You're probably wondering, as I am. I'm actually wondering too. What the hell am I doing? It's a good thing this is wax, otherwise. Dr. Seuss. Yep. Oh my gosh. I love me some Dr. Seuss. He's been around a long time. I remember my mother reading Dr. Seuss to me in the 1950s. He wrote a book, and it's not like the green, this is one of his early books. Most people don't even know it. And it was called On Beyond Zebra, right? He invented a whole new alphabet. And in the back were pictures of the letters of the new alphabet. On Beyond Zebra was the name of the book. And we had Miss Fuddly-Duddle going through the puddles, and it was just hysterical. My mother and I would laugh until the tears were rolling down our cheeks when she read this out loud to me. On Beyond Zebra. I wish I had that book. I don't. When I got divorced, they were all up in the attic. And I just didn't get them. So I don't know what happened to them. And we had a copy of The Cat in the Hat. On one side, it was in English, and on the other side, it was in French. And I would read it to my boys in French and in English. I got tired of reading it in English, and they would say, read it again. So then I would bastardize poor French, but I would read the French side of it. Well, they've banned some of Dr. Seuss too, but not the children's books. He was a political cartoonist before he became a writer of children's books. And I have a whole book. It's called Dr. Seuss Goes to War. And of course, he drew those political cartoons under his real name, Theodore Gessel, not Dr. Seuss. And they were very political because they were political cartoons. And he said some really nasty things about Hitler and the Germans. And you know what? He should have. Well, we're getting there, folks. And this is going to go down here, right? And come up here. That's not right, but you know what? It's okay. We'll make it right. Oh my God, yes. No free thinking here. No thinking. Okay, so this is, well, it's sewn in. That's what it is. And something's not right, but it's not going anywhere. Amelia Bedelia, yes. See, that's after my time, Amelia Bedelia. Read a lot of Dr. Seuss, Marie Sandix. I guess they just banned the latest, the Marie Sandix book, Where the Monsters Are, or I can't remember. Another great book, because they don't want kids to feel bad. Well, it's better that they feel bad about little stuff than be totally gobsmacked when they're older about serious stuff. My brother would not allow his kids to have pets. And his reasoning was they die. And I said, isn't it better that they learn to grieve over a pet as a little kid than all of a sudden grieve over like a grandparent or something that's much more serious, you know? But that was his reasoning. So they never had any pets. So there was no flushing goldfish. Hi, Angie, that always reminds me. If I put this one here, right? And then room for the other one in the middle. That should work, I think. If I put that one right on the line. Let me see if I can't. Whoops. Like those are the three top ones. Let me do this. Death is part of living. Absolutely. Absolutely. But that was his reasoning. Man, we had so many pets come through my house. I was talking about this on Wednesday. It was a pet parade. I'm so afraid to, well, you know what? I guess it's going to do it. And I'm just going to do it. Let's see if I can't straighten that out a little bit. Oh, I almost lost these little things. Yeah, it's just interesting sometimes, people's reasonings for doing certain things. Let's use that. Okay, here we go. Poke. Poke, poke, poke. Poke. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Poke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Poke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Poke. 1, 2, 3, 4. Poke. Poke, 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 poke. Okay. We hanging in there, folks? Well, we're hanging in there. Thanks for being here. It's so nice to have company. Yeah, and then that'll be that one. And then I got to put another one in, and I can get 2 more in there. I think maybe I should do those. Let me see if I can't poke those holes now, too. What I hear is when I pen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see what did Angie say. Yeah. Oh, okay. All righty. Well, I hope she's going to be okay. Yeah. Those mini bikes, those are so dangerous. I hope she had a helmet on. So. Let's see. Yeah, I don't, actually, that's a good point, Gail. I don't remember what my parents, I don't remember whether maybe sometimes they said that, the pet went to live on a farm or something, or. You take care, Angie. I hope your niece is okay. Let's go here. Is that right? Doesn't seem right. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Well, it will matter. Why don't I go out here? I am totally discombobulated here. All right, you know what? I'm going to sew that signature in. See, Aww. I'm sorry. I watch the Kitten Academy occasionally. They are so cute. And I watch the raccoons too. Have you been watching the raccoons? That is crazy. With the raccoons, they have a camera set up in this house, and they've got all this furniture. I don't know, Barb. It's a good question. I don't know. No reason. I shouldn't be using that many holes. I should have only used 5. Just done a classic pamphlet, 5 stitches. I got carried away. I have no answer for you. You can ask and I have no answer. 1, 2, 3. I'm just punching holes crazy. Oh, wow. Is that right? That's so cool. That is amazing. Yeah, I go in, but I just lurk. That's cool. Okay. I have to think. That's the middle one. Okay. Nope. They don't even line up at all. Oh, God. I totally effed up. That's okay. It'll be fine. Once they're all sewn in, who's going to know the difference, right? Yeah, I don't know why I didn't. That's a good question. I don't have an answer. I do not have an answer to your very legitimate question. Because I'm an idiot? Oh, boy. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. Okay, I got a plan. Oh, Lord. I'm embarrassed now. Let me do this. Let me stick this in here. Stick this in here. Because I can't punch through the tie back. Because the needle that I'm using that comes with this set, they're dull. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not sharp needles. And it's a good thing because I am not the sharpest needle in the pack tonight. I am like the let's see if I can just get one hole in. You guys are pretty fucking what the It's got to be a way of saving this, and I just don't know what it is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might have to start all over again. It's got to be there. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did say the struggle was going to be real. And I knew. I shouldn't have used this stupid thing. Graduation surgery and then adopt them out through the Dan film. Oh, okay. Let's see. And their newly born babies usually bring in a new mama cat before birth, then raise them and get them graduated. Okay. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Okay, ladies, this is not working at all, and I don't know what to do. I'm in a quandary. Let me get a... None of these holes are matching up. Ah. I'm just gonna. Here we go. This is what I'm gonna do. Hmm. Hmm. I'm just gonna put 5 in. Hmm. 2, 3, 4. Because I can poke a hole through the paper. The thing is, I can't poke a hole through it is the damn Tyvek. If this comes out, it'll be a miracle. You know what I could do? I could stop doing this right now and just decorate the pages, and then come back and try to sew this in. Because all these pages, I need to make pockets and all sorts of stuff because this is just not hacking it at all. And I just sewed that on the outside. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't blame you, Chris. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. I can't do this. It is so, I've screwed it up so badly that I'm just going to decorate the pages. Okay. We'll pretend that they're all sewn together. It's a holy mess. And let's decorate some pages. Okay. I think that's because this is not happening tonight. I just can't. It's not happening. But I've got pages to decorate, so let's decorate. Let's add some embellishments to these lovely pages. Yep. And I think these belong on here. And this belongs here. Bye, Chris. Okay. Why don't we decorate the pages that are already sewn in? Okay, because I can't do this. I think I might have to take all of this out and start all over again. Alrighty. So let's decorate a page or two. Get rid of all of this. And stick this here before I lose it. because I've got a lot of embellishments and stuff, and I really wanted to use a lot of Timmy stuff. I've got a lot of Timmy Halloweeny stuff. You know, you buy all that ideology Tim stuff, and then you just stick it somewhere, and you never use it. Well, I got a lot of it, so let's use some of it. And I'll tell you what. How about let's start gluing some stuff down. How about the Raven? I'll glue that down. I think I'll just put a little glue on it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. Yeah, I'm going to have to start all over again with a new piece of Tyvek, because this is, yeah, it's become a holy war. Unless, no, I'll just decorate. Yeah, that's a good idea, though. I do. That's what I've been using. I've got an ice pick. I've got it all. Yeah. It's just that I can't. Oh, man, you're okay. Here we go. I'm just going to put these holes in right here, right? Right there. And I'll just match up the holes that are there. There are holes right there and right there. And there. Okay. Oh, I think is there one here? Yeah, there's one here. Of course there is. Because it's a holy bloody mess. Because none of these are going to match up, but. Punch a hole here. No. I wasn't going to do it, and then you got me going again. No, it's upside down. Right side up might, and I can't even see where the holes are in this. All I have to do is get one, right? Two. Oh. Yeah, I made that last, they're pretty big. They are pretty big. Well, the problem is, and I know what it is, and I will solve it in 2 seconds here. This is the problem. This needle, it's dull. It's not sharp. So let's get a real needle, but that'll go through the paper instead of one of these bookbinding needles. Let's get one that has a sharp point and really, okay, that's much sharper. And I think that'll help. Hi, Janice. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Couldn't keep away. I'm probably driving you nuts. She's probably going chafing at the bit, going, what in God's name is she doing? I have to jump in and save the day. Janet to the rescue. Dun, da, da, da. Okay. Okay. Well, we can have some good laughs about this friggin' journal. And I'm not thinking friggin'. I'm thinking, but I'm trying to be responsible and not be throwing the F-bombs everywhere. But boy, oh boy, it's an F-bomb. It's an F-bomb type of journal. That is for damn sure. But at least with a needle that's got a sharp needle, right? I can poke through it. Okay, that's good enough. We'll stop right there. Oh, I gotta come out the other way. Oh, Lordy. We'll just tie it off right there. 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 Oh, okay, here we go. How's that? That's not easy for me. I'll tell you what. I have, look at all that horrible thread I wasted. Look how beautiful that is. Just kidding. All right. You ready to do another one? You willing to hang in there with another one? Are you sure? It's upside down. Well, really, oh, it's not upside down. I was going to say it's really not my journal unless something is upside down and backwards, right? All right. Okay. Well, you got to close that in. So I'm just going to put this like so, right? And like so, and I'll just poke the holes in the tie back. And I'll line up those holes with these holes and we'll be good to go, right? Yes. Say yes. Yes. Okay, here. You ready? Big hole. And I'm only going to do, we don't need to do all those holes. It's only 3 friggin' pieces of paper. Big holes. Let's do this one down here. Big hole. There. And we'll put one down here just for good measure since there's already a hole there. How's that? We're going to start right there. Right there. Let me get a needle. Let me get the sharp needle. Probably lost that. I probably lost that already. Oh, no, I didn't lose it. Can't use that. Throw that over there. Right there. Do 1, 2, 3. A short 3. Cut that like so. Let's go. Dum da da dum 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 dum. Okay. Take this out. Replace it with this. There. Ah. Okay. Stuff everywhere. All right. Where the hell did I not put a hole there? I thought I had. Well, I guess I didn't. Okay. That's okay. We don't need. There. How's that? That's perfect. Don't mind saying so myself. It's not really good though. Can I come back over there? We'll find out. That's going to pull that out. I know it is. You wait and see. Oh, it didn't. Oh my God. How did I luck out on that? Oh God. I thought I poked another hole here. Here it is. I'm sorry. This is so fun. This is just absolutely embarrassingly stupid. Oh, Lord. How could I fuck up so bad? I did. There, I said it. I said it. I said it. I said it. How could I? Okay. Now we're going to come up through here. And, yeah. There. This will be the most. Well, guess what? It's a horror show. Ah ha ha ha. Get it? It is a friggin' horror show. It's a Halloween-y journal. And I don't even know what side of the tracks that's on, but we're going to tie it off. There. 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 Another ta-da. Another ta-da. The thing is amazing me, it's not even that crooked. Look. 1, 2, 3. Because that's only a 2. Oh, it's 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Are we game for one more? A couple of more? Guys are still here. I'm amazed. See, I can't be throwing the needle around because that's just stupid. That's just dumbass stupid. There it is. I'm in enough trouble as it is, and then start flinging the needles around. That's really just not smart. Just dumb. So I got a very holy mess here. But let's take another signature and stick it right here. Right here. I wish my dinner was ready. Can I come to your house, Mary Lou, and have dinner with you? Enjoy your dinner, Mary Lou. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Maybe a pen might help, huh? maybe I can make a mark. Boy, you can't even write on this stuff. God. Tyvek is serious shit, isn't it? Okay, well, I'm going to take this hole right here and poke a hole here. You can hear it snap. And let's do one in the middle right here. Snap. And let's do one down here. There should be one down here somewhere. Can't believe there's not one down here somewhere. There's friggin' holes everywhere. Snap. And oops, I missed that one. That's all right. We won't mind Moses go here. Snap. Okay. So we got, I should do this here. Okay, so we're going to deal with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Stick that in there. We're getting there. Oh, you're so kind, Amber. I don't know what I'm showing you. Not to give up, I guess, but I would have, yeah, I was just going to start. 1, 2, 3. I'm wasting a lot of the thread, that's for sure. I guess you'd make little tiny itsy bitsy journals so you can use that little tiny bitsy. Okay. Let's peek in the middle here. Don't move. It's like sneaking up on it. Sneaking up and grabbing the hole like so. Well, my beloved, and I'm serious when I say my beloved TV show that I have been watching for quite a while now is over. Vera is over. All 12 seasons of her. I don't know what I'm going to watch now. I really like that show. I really like that actress. In the last episode, it was like, I mean, I knew it was season 12, but I didn't realize it was going to be over. That was going to be the last one. See this over here. Where do I have to be? Here? See, I'm doing something wrong. I mean, something very fundamentally wrong. So this is in here, right? And I should come back through here, but that's not right. Oh, no. I lost a page. Come here, you. Come here, you booger. Oh, no. You're not going anywhere. You got a hole in you, so you're going to get stabbed. All right. So Vera is a British murder mystery show that had 12 seasons in it. And it must have just ended because it was 2023, it said. And the actress that plays this crusty old detective is just friggin' unbelievable. In the last episode, you'd think she's been shot and she's down. Yes, Anne Cleves. That's right. That's correct. Yep. But she springs back up again and saves the day. Our Vera. Where am I supposed to go? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I have no idea. I got a hole here, so I guess we're gonna find that here, and we'll stick it in here. Make it up as we go along. Poke a hole here and there. It was really fun. It was good. But now I don't know what I subscribed to. Yeah, that's what it said when it 2023. And it's interesting. She only went through 2. Hello, Rosemary. Uh-oh. Rosemary's here. Rosemary, I am making a god-awful effing mess here. Screwing up. Oh, my God. This is like the biggest screw-up ever. Probably not ever, but pretty bad. Nothing is going right. Every single signature has been put in wonky ass wrong. What happened to the well, there should be a thread here somewhere. What happened to that? Where is it hiding? Huh. You know what I'm saying, folks? There should be a thread here. I don't know. Get out. Where did you know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. There it is. I think. Got it? Oh, there it is. Look at that little bugger. Look at that. Hiding under. Oh, wow. How am I going to. Oh, I can't. You little friggin'. Now I feel like the guy watching the snake catchers in Australia. I won't be able to grab that because it's on the other side. Wait a minute. We'll come up. And we'll come back down. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. That's okay. I really like Shetland also. You got that's a good one, Rosemary. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, Rosemary, you're a funny, ha 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 ha. We have a standing thing going on about magnets. What the heck? What is this? I have no idea. What the hell happened here? I don't even know what to pull on it. That's another one altogether. Oh, okay. You know what? I have a solution to this problem. This is we're just going to do one of these doohickeys, like, you're sewing. And we'll just go like that. And we don't even have to make a knot because I just I'll get a magnet. There. We'll just do a double hitch. Tie up the sailboat. Do a double hitch and call it a day. There. That ain't going anywhere. There you go. There. Ta-da! Oh, okay. So it's not on BritBox, or you're not sure whether it's on BritBox or not. I think it has already done this year's season, maybe. Yeah, the seasons are short. You know what I mean? The episodes in the season, there's like only, I guess, 4, maybe, but they're 90. They're 90 minutes long, so they make up for it in length. And I'm always amazed at how they develop the story and how complex it is. Okay, I'll look for it, and I never, ever can figure out who done it. There's always some twist in the end that, and in the beginning I go, it's got to be that person. They had to have done it. Nope, not even close. But this last episode of Vera, we finally get to see an itsy bitsy sliver of her life, because you don't know much about her. But it turns out that she comes from wealthy, moneyed stock, so to speak. And she ends up being at her niece's house, or her sister's daughter's house, her niece's house. And they live in this big mansion. They've got tons of money, and apparently they were very wealthy, and she kind of did her own thing. And we find that out in the end. And then when she sees this sister of hers, who's a real bitch, and because she solved the mystery, and she tells the sister, hey, I cracked the case. And the sister says, well, you should stop in for a spot of tea sometime. And then she turns around and walks out, and you see that classic like profile of her. It's not really a profile, it's her backside. And she walks, and you just like see a silhouette of her walking out of this manor house, this mansion. And that's the end. That's the end of 12 years. I've loved Midsummer Morning's great show. Oh, okay. I've heard of Midsummer Murders. I mean, as far as fucked up as this is, it's not that bad. If I can just get a couple more signatures, and now I'm on the other side. That was it, Amber. That was the last. That was it. That was the end, finale of 12 years. That was the last episode, where she walks out on her snooty relatives. Okay, I'm holding this very carefully. I know. And sometimes you have to wonder, how do you end something like that? I remember The Sopranos. I mean, I don't know how many millions of people tuned in to see the last episode of The Sopranos. What a crappy ending that was. I guess they just, after 12 years, I guess there's nothing left in the tank, and they just end it, I guess. I don't know. So I'm going to, let's see. Let's do a hole here. Snap. I like that sound. And a hole here. Snap. And a hole here. I'm just making holes. Just making it up as I go along, and a hole here. How's that? I got 3 holes? Good enough. Good enough. Who are they still making? Oh, Amber. I don't know. It seems like BritBox is just all murder mysteries. Why did I subscribe to it? I subscribed to it because I thought there was other older, the old comedies, and now it just seems like all murder mysteries, which are fine. The good thing about Vera was that, just the I don't know, the filming, the scenery. I'd like to look up to find out what area of England that was filmed in, because that's it was a very diversified region where she was the DC. I started to say that for the 12 years it was on, she only went through two assistants. Think about it. 2 actors were her assistants. She went through a whole bunch of coroners, though. The last one was a woman who she didn't like. I thought it was very funny because the young girl who's like the coroner calls her Vera, and Vera kind of mumbles under her voice. It's like DCI, stays home to you. Not to her face, she just mumbles it. It's kind of funny. She thinks the young girl is taking liberties, not giving her due respect. And I think the young coroner is taking great delight in doing that on purpose, knowing that it irks Vera. Silent. I'll be right back. My nose is running. Oh my God. Oh. Well, I pulled out of my, I think I told people on Wednesday, but I pulled out of my garage this week with the hatch up. Yes, I did. And I heard a big crunch. And I said, oh, shit. And I just went forward, turned the car off, hit the button to lower the back hatch, and it went down. And I didn't know, and then I went to the, now I know I made a hole, and you saw me make a hole, you heard me make a hole, so maybe it's way down here. So I went to close the garage door, and the garage door wouldn't close, and I figured, oh well, okay, I broke the garage door. And I figured that's okay. Well, it's not okay, but I broke the garage door. But I didn't. The battery had gone dead on the remote control that operates the garage door. I didn't break the bed, and I only put a couple of scratches in the back of the car, so it could have been a lot worse than it was. See, I don't know. I missed here. I keep on going around in circles. I'm getting so. All right, we're going to do it. I'm just going to do it. Just pop it up there, right? "27 seasons? What's got 27 seasons? Jeez. Well, how long was MASH on? Isn't MASH still the longest running U.S. series that there is? MASH, I think. All right. See, I'm down to 3 stitches, and that's where I should have been to begin with, right, Barbara? Say yes. And look. Okay. What's got 27? 20. Oh, wow. Silent Witness. Is that another Brit murder mystery thing? Sounds like it is. Okay. Oh, need this. Well, gotta find something. I really look forward to that. I mean, every night I usually watched one episode, sometimes two, but the second one I would fall asleep, so I'd go back and start with that, and where I left off. There. There, you can see it right there. There she is. Okay. Gonna come over here and just make a new hole. There she is, number 2. Come sliding down here. Number 3. Stick that there. Get some thread. 1, 2, and a little bit of 3 because you still don't need all this thread. Amanda Burton in the lead role, and love her. Oh, a medical exam. Oh, okay. They had a medical examiner show here. It wasn't on that long. I think it was called Dr. G or Mrs. No, not with the Odd Couple actor, Klugman Jack. Oops, no. Here. See, I like that. Isn't that? You can't see it. All right. And I think I'm starting in the wrong spot. I thought you were always supposed to start in the middle. But somehow I don't think that's right. So I'm going to start up here this time. And see what happens. Because who really cares? I know I don't. Let's go right here. Come right through here. Oh, come on. Really? There. Here. Start with Amanda. Is that the one you think's been on for 23, 24 years? I mean, that's really amazing when you think about it. That's an incredible run. Oops. There's a hole here. Well, now there's a new hole. Oh, shit. Oh, God. You are just beyond pathetic tonight. You really are. Okay, so this is what we have to do. We have to take this out here. We got to put it in over here because I pulled it through. God. You would think I never made one of these before. Well, I've never made one like this before. That's for damn sure. This has been a friggin' nightmare. Thank God it was Tyvek when I'm using, because if it was a regular piece of cardstock or piece of, regular piece of paper, it would have been in shreds by now. Come here. Oh, come here. Oh, sucker. Come here. Ah! Let's see. My only complaint about Midsummer is. Yeah, I think that's true of all. I think that's pretty much true of most British shows, Amber, that their seasons are a lot shorter than what we're used to. Come here, come here. There. What? Shit. Is that that? Okay, well, that is it. But this actually belongs here. And this belongs here. And I got to thread it again to come up there so I can tie it off. And let's do this. Okay. Okay, this is going to go here. And here. Mm-hmm. Cat. I still did it wrong. I have no, I mean. Okay. All right, we're just making a new hole because I just don't give a shit. Let's just do this. Just need to come back. I can't believe I can't literally punch through 3 pieces of paper. Oh my God, man. What the hell? I feel like I caught a whale or something on the end of my. Okay. This is there. I told you the struggle was going to be real. But look how, I mean, really, look how good that looks. I mean, really, that's not going anywhere, right? It doesn't look bad. I mean, it's a little sloppy, but look at that. Oh, well, that got a little, that's, whoops, look at that. That's, no, I might have to fix that. Because look, it was good right up until that. It was good right up until there with all of the farting around. It was good right until there. They were snug right until the second to the last. Yeah, I'm going to have to redo that. But I'm going to say goodnight because you guys have been phenomenal. Oh, hi, Roseanne. Oh. And Jean, hi. Hi. Well, that's going to drive me crazy. That right there is going to drive me crazy since all the others are perfectly tight, even though they're all. Yeah, I'm going to have to redo that. But it's only, remember, it's only 3 stitches, so it's not going to be bad to take that out and snug that puppy back. And then there's one last, yeah. And next week, when you tune in, we will do some amazing things decorating this beautiful Halloweeny Gothic Masquerade. Got a nice cover. Look at there. Look at that. You wouldn't know that there was all of that troubles. There you go. All righty. Thanks so much for being here. I so appreciate you so much, you guys. You're amazing. So again, remember, if you can't be good, be careful. Bye. Let's see. Oh, I was going to turn the computer off, not end the stream. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's all good. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.